Hello, it's Isaacs, and welcome back to another devlog. I should have made this way sooner. I didn't, but we're here now. So, before I start explaining how game functionality, I will do a run through first, but I'll actually explain a little bit at the start. Game. There's some UI stuff now. It doesn't look good, so I'm gonna disable it when I run through the game, and then I'll explain what it is after. Because, as you can see, the map. I've done the map. Map is there. Do a little run through it. Notably, if you would tell, I mean, let's just take a little peek here. Different rooms have different screen sizes, which I've played around with a lot. The camera system is, I first took it from, I first took it from a video, like a game video I watched that I can't remember, but I remembered how the camera worked there. Also, you might notice, if you actually watch the channel, the camera system I've taken from the Untitled Metroidvania, like, game showcase. So it's taken from there. I slapped it in this game. The only real edit is that I have made the camera zoom change based off of which room it is. So you would notice that the camera zoom changing. What else? Yeah, as for, like, I actually played a little bit. Oh god, I keep fucking that up. Yeah, the movement can still use some tweaks, but I played Rain World a little bit recently, and the camera is, if you're gonna compare it to anything, you definitely compare it to Rain World's camera, where between moves it just swapped. That's probably where that came from when I originally saw this, in whatever video I saw it in. But yeah, after playing Rain World a bit recently, I was like, huh, yeah, this is just kind of like how this camera system that I kind of worked on, or been working on. So it's just nice to see shared inspirations. It's whatever. But yeah, speaking of other games, if you have played Lorn's Lure before, I mean, one, you would probably recognize the background music I'm playing right now. This is for this and in the previous devlog of this game. This is meant to be a kind of like, well, lore-wise for the game, it's meant to be exploring like a mega structure as a little cog guy who's meant to be going around and scanning irregularities. So yeah, the game is like, I mean, technically like platformer, but the movement is quite simple. It's just a lot more of like, I guess, maze-like, trying to find the correct way to go. I'm just taking like because I made the freaking map, so I know where to go. But yeah, just want to like showcase at least like getting to the end point of the game, because the map is finished almost. It's like 80% finished. I have the whole map here, and then there's like an actual intended ending to the game, which I still have to make, but other than the ending, the rest of the map is created. Which I go through now. For like how simple, because everything's freaking squares is what everything is, so it took me a while to actually make the map or this long. Also, just like to explain a little bit, like these blue boxes where I mean to put the irregularities you're meant to find. But to get back into what I was just saying, yeah, with how simple the whole map is, obviously there is some challenge in making it unique, not super repetitive is all, so you can notice some differences between each part's like we're in this kind of like actual like more kind of maze section. But yeah, the premise is very simple. Obviously, when it comes, very common with game dev. Here's where another regularity would be. You always have a simple premise, and then it's way more difficult to execute. Here's a bit I'll comment on. So those are not meant to look like that. That's meant to look like how these do. But you're meant to like be traveling through here, and this is the only way forward. And then you would go down here, and it would look like a normal place to go down. But then when you do, it just you fall through, and then you wow, no fall damage. Yeah, I thought of that idea when I was doing the zoom out stuff, so we have a whole nother section here. But yeah, I'm the only person working on this game, same for the rest of the games on this channel, so, or for now I guess, at least. So, progress is quite slow. Progress is only really as far as, like, whenever I can get myself to work on it. Which is a little unfortunate, because I wish I could more often, but hey, that's, I guess, the game dev. Yeah. I've always really liked making maps. I feel like, you know, me trying to make this a career, I would love to try to, like, professionally get into map making, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know how much real maps really interest me. I know when I was taking a geology class in community college, we had like a, you know, it's geography, so we have, you know, reading a map assignment, and I didn't really like it at all, because I thought I would, because like, oh, I like maps, and then I was doing the assignment, and I didn't like it. I didn't really like doing it. But I guess there's a difference between real maps. There's a big difference between real maps and video game maps. So, yeah. Get back about the game a little bit. I mean, I'm not doing a really good job at all of really explaining, or I'm not doing a good job of being very, I guess, just not explaining well, I guess, being cohesive at all about, or like, splitting up. I'm improvising all this. I mean, that's, if you couldn't tell, this is why everything is so inconsistent. My speech is inconsistent. I'm just jumping between stuff. I'm improvising it. Because, I mean, this is game commentary. There's not a lot to comment on in the actual, or of the actual game, because, as you can see, gameplay is quite simple. Quite simple. Oh shit. Oh god, the camera broke. Okay. I gotta fix that. I need to find a way to fix that. That's a really easy bug to do. But yeah. Basically just... Oh yeah, this is a fun quirk of the movement, which I might keep in, I don't know. I mean, making the map for this has been really fun, if not slow. Almost at the end now. As you see, we're back in this little maze section, in a previously inaccessible part of it. Get to the top. Oh. Here. I like going a distance and you can't even tell that, like, things were moving. Because it's just that big. Camera size doesn't help that much, but that's part of the appeal. Oh no, is this too high up? Nope, we're going through. Almost there. Alright, here is... So that's where the last... Well, no, that's the almost last irregularity is. The last one is through here. This is the final ending bit, which I will get to complete. Yeah, that's the map. How long has this gone on for? 11 minutes. Yeah. Map's pretty big. To explain the canvas a little bit, then. There's meant to be messages up here. There is the time limit in the bottom left corner, and there's this here. So this is 9M, M for minutes, P for pixels, which shows you how close you are from the irregularities. That is what there's a different one for each. There's a menu, which is meant to be each irregularity you're meant to find. So you're meant to go through the map, find these, press E on them. This should update, and then it'll give you a little description about it. And then, as you can see, the position updated when I grabbed that one, so it goes to the next one. I got this one. It broke because there's nothing else. I only have two. I should rename this. That's probably gonna break a script somewhere. Yeah. Two irregularities. So irregular. Yeah, that's the map. That's what a lot of the time has been spent on. As for programming, not a lot. There is the 9-minute timer, which is the bottom left corner there. I guess I could have had that on while going through the level. Maybe should have. I just don't really want to. I don't know. The UI's ugly. But I might just keep it because I'd rather finish the game sooner than spend a million years on art that I'm not good at. I like to pride myself that I have at least above average developer art. Whatever. But yeah, there's code here for the irregularities, which are these. So this area 2D holds basically its number, description, and whether it's been scanned or not. And the button I have to delete because I stopped using that. But basically, it's just like a collection menu, which is why they used to be named collectibles. Because I was still naming shit, still figuring stuff out. So there's the 5, or it should be 6. It should be 6. I gotta fix this. It should be 6 irregularities you have to find. Kind of see the sprites there, but throughout the map, like I kind of showed these blue square positions. You'll find all the irregularities, document them on your scan list here, your registry. You can click on them to get a little description of them. basically, once you find your whole objective is to find all the irregularities, scan, document them. So you've meant to find all those. So basically, when you pick them up, that one you pick up is scanned as true, and then adds the next place in the array to look for. So when you press the button, it finds which of those buttons was pressed and correlates it to our current and correlates it to which irregularity that button is linked to, and if that irregularity has been scanned or not. If it has been scanned, give the description. If not, then it's still unknown. There's the coordinate timer. This is just meant to give... Well, this is meant to add the global position distance to coordinate between the player and the next coordinate. So yeah, this script basically adds the difference between the player's global coordinate and the top irregularities coordinate. So as you can see, it's currently on this one. Even though there's another irregularity right here, it's only going to give it to the first one that I haven't gotten yet. And the level's kind of designed to where you're meant to, like, because it's easily, like, you can get, like, lost and stuff. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. But there's ones like this one, which you could easily miss by just not going up this way. So the coordinate system is meant to guide you in the right direction. So like in the beginning, you'd be going down here, and you'd see at the top of the screen the irregularity you need. So you know you have to go up there. And then once you're in this room, you have to go back down again to get to it. Same for this other stuff. Like instead of going right here, it would be up here. That there, etc., etc. So that's what the coordinates are for. So just one at a time. You meant to get them one at a time. I should probably, I don't know what I'll do about like finding them out of order, because technically you can. You could also just like skip grabbing it is the case too. So I'll need to like add some safeguards and stuff to see what the game decides happens if you get one out of order or such. Otherwise, though, that's about it. There's not much else, really. Nothing that really warrants much explanation. I mean, this is just a timer. This time left and time passed. Yeah, there's not much else to say besides, like, stuff I will be implementing soon enough so that... I mean, I don't really need to explain things I haven't added yet. I'll just explain them when I add that in the next devlog. Speaking of the next devlog, it'll come out when it comes out. As for this devlog, I think it's over. Yeah. Yeah! Alright. I forget what I say at the end of these. Bye?